The Rapid Response Ecosystem Lab was created to support leaders like you, leaders showing up for your communities in moments of crisis and figuring out how to respond with care, intention, and impact. We know here at the Building Movement Project that rapid response can feel really overwhelming. And right now, there's a growing need for spaces to build the tools, skills, community, and infrastructure to meet the urgent needs of our communities without burning ourselves or our organizations out. We know that rapid response isn't just about reacting, it's also about community building, it's about cultivating relationships, mobilizing necessary resources, and also offering immediate support for survivors, families, and entire communities. The lab in particular grew out of the Balancing Act report, which highlighted the experiences of Asian American organizations responding to community crisis. Their work really showed us both the power and challenges of stepping and moving into moments of urgency while also holding on to the bigger vision of long-term movement building in our work. So we created this space for leaders to come together, share experiences, learn from one another, and connect the urgency of rapid response to the work of building lasting and transformative power. Ultimately, this space really affirmed that while rapid response is really challenging and really difficult sometimes and very demanding, it can also be a really ripe opportunity to build something that's enduring over time and cultivate the necessary pathways and relationships that move us closer towards justice and collective liberation. The Solidarity Is cohort was created to build a space where leaders could deepen their understanding and practice of transformative solidarity in particular. It was born from the recognition that while solidarity is necessary, it can also be incredibly complex and challenging, and we need more practice to move from theory into reality. Across movements, organizations, and communities, leaders are often faced with very real questions and contradictions like how do we show up in ways that are authentic and rooted in trust? How do we navigate conflict and build strong alliances and sustain ourselves for the long haul? How do we move through and with the discomfort while also staying grounded in our values and with our people? How do we ensure that solidarity doesn't become transactional instead of transformative? So, this particular cohort was designed to hold those questions and contradictions and also offer tools, frameworks, and a community of practice to help leaders not just imagine solidarity, but practice it in real and tangible ways.
Hello, my name is Hector Malvido. I'm the Senior Manager of Partnerships with the Building Movement Project. And our work this year was led by the Security Wellbeing Cohort, a cohort that was comprised of 10 different service organizations from around the country, each bringing their own experiences, navigating different budgets, different issue areas, geographies, service needs, and political dynamics. The cohort itself was created from the Security Wellbeing Framework, a framework that is composed of different tools and modules that are designed specifically to support direct service organizations who are interested in beginning or continuing to deepen their social change work in their communities. The framework was developed as a result of BMP's deep engagement with service organizations over the years. One initiative in 2019 had us working with local service providers in New Mexico who wanted to challenge the role service organizations traditionally play in their communities. They wanted to move away from frameworks that were only focused on the symptoms and not the root causes of the issues the communities they served faced. As a facilitator, I learned of the ongoing interest and willingness of direct service organizations wanting to engage in this type of work, right? Despite the funding and capacity challenges they might face. I learned that they face steep barriers to implementing learnings such as funding, already overwhelmed staff, and even in some cases, the politicization of the work that they do by lawmakers who are not connected to what's happening on the ground. Since the cohort ended, we learned that some cohort members are actually applying some of their learnings through new initiatives that hire program participants into formal roles and advisory boards. Many are also taking on new programming that involves root cause and political education and analysis, as well as jumping into civic engagement and helping people register to vote. We are very excited about another cohort planned in the late spring of 2025, in which we want to continue the work of supporting service organizations who want to step into social change work.
My name is Luna Ramos Flores. I'm the program coordinator 2 for Latina Community Wellness Program here at Peers. I have always carried my politics with me no matter where I've gone, studied, or worked. Everybody may not see mental health services as a political thing, but I do, and it feels important to say that and be in spaces that recognize that. Proposition 1 passed while we were in the cohort, actually, and it gave us the opportunity to focus on the value we bring to our communities rather than linger in despair.
Hi, my name is Anna. I am the program coordinator for the Teens and Young Adults program here at Peers. I was inspired to join the cohort because I believe the healing and liberation of our communities cannot happen in isolation, and I was really excited to join a cohort with other like-minded organizations. This cohort brought a lot of continued conversations and discussions that really deepened the work that we do with our communities and reconnected and strengthened the value of the work that we do.
I'm Sarah Marksler, Evaluation and Policy Specialist, and I was excited to join the cohort because I've followed the BMP's work for a long time, because getting direct service providers more involved in social change work just makes so much sense to me. It also gave us concrete tools to use in this new landscape we find ourselves in, and the technical assistance we got after the conclusion of the cohort really gave us access to a wise thought partner at the time that we were developing our strategy.